Isaac is a first-time caller out of Ontario. Let's see here. Isaac, welcome to the show.
Hey, Jesse. How are you doing?
All is well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I have to say, Jesse, I think that you are one of the funniest people I have ever seen in my entire life.
Amazing. And never was trained to do it. I don't know where it come from.
Amazing. Never trained.
That's right.
So Jesse, I wanted to call in and ask you about animal rights.
About animal what?
I take it animal rights.
Oh, okay.
Like human rights, animal rights.
Okay.
Yeah, so my question is, why aren't you vegan, Jesse?
I like meat.
Hey Corona bro. Your mama is so fat that when she orders from KFC she orders the bucket on the roof. Your mama so nasty she sucks your daddy's dick and then kisses you goodnight. Your mama's glasses are so thick she can see people waving on a map.
Those are some good Yo Mama jokes, but thanks for the nation, Corona now.
Right, but I mean, if you liked the taste of humans, would that be a good reason to eat them?
If I like the taste, yes.
Do you think that it
Fucking Jesse Lee Peterson, what the fuck? If you like the taste of humans, is that a good enough reason to eat them? If I like the taste, yeah. What the fuck?
would be like morally acceptable?
If it was right to eat and I like the taste, I would have to go with human meat.
Okay, so just to be clear, if someone tastes good to you, you think that it's moral to eat them?
Well, I would never eat a human, but I would eat animal meat.
But do you think that it's a moral problem to kill a human and eat them?
Yes.
Because they're tasty?
Yeah, that's a moral problem right now.
Okay, so then the fact that it's tasty doesn't seem like a very good reason, does it?
But what does that have to do with animals, though?
Well, I asked you why it is that you aren't vegan, and you said you like meat. It's tasty.
Right.
So I just took that reason and I applied it to humans.
Oh, I see. But
like
animals and humans, there's no comparison between animals and humans.
Okay, so why is it that taste is the justification in one case but not the other?
Because animals are here for the needs of people, whereas people are not here to be eaten by people.
What does
He's
it
gonna
mean
go down the
to say that
religious
they're
route,
here
isn't he?
for our needs? What does it mean for them to be here for something?
For food, for whatever else they do. But they're here for people to eat.
But what is it? Okay, so I understand you're saying that the things they're here for are food or whatever else people need, but I'm asking what it means.
But they're not here to be treated. The one thing that they're not here for, they're not here to be treated like humans.
Okay,
and in some cases, animals are being treated better than humans because there are some people who don't know how to deal with human beings, and so they are not. They're treating humans worse than they are animals because they can't deal with humans.
Well, I think we should treat everyone as well as we can without being a beta, right?
Beta mouth.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's beta to care a bit about animals, at least enough
Oh,
not to kill them. So I'm just wondering, you say that they're here for us to eat them.
Right.
What does it mean for something to be here for a purpose? How do you tell what it's here for?
Well, God created animals below man, and he created man in his image, right? And so the animals are here for men, for human beings. Are you a vegetarian or something?
A vegan.
You
so
a vegan?
Like vegetarian.
You
Yes,
a vegan?
like vegetarian, but also no milk, no eggs.
Oh, okay. And
No
why is it that you don't eat meat?
I think that animals should have moral consideration.
Why?
I think of a good.
Why?
Well, I think they're sentient beings who can experience well-being and suffering, and it would be wrong.
You think they're
to
what?
make them suffer.
You said sensitive being?
Sentient beings.
Oh,
So,
let me
like, they
ask. Have you always felt that way? You never ate meat?
No, I used to eat meat. Yeah.
And you joined the animal rights people, then you stopped?
I didn't really join them and then stop. I came across information, I looked into it, and then I came to determine that what we're doing to animals just disagrees with my preferences.
But you're the man. You're supposed to lead the right way. Don't listen to those people. They have no idea. Those people are cowards, and they don't know how to deal with other humans. And so they're trying to find something to make them feel good about being wrong. I would recommend you not go along with that.
What is he fucking talking about here? Does he think he joined an animal rights group and they're wrong about something, and in order to feel like they're right, they just stopped eating meat? What?
Try to lead the right way is what you said. So I think that the right way is not murdering animals or people.
But if you notice, the people who are in that so-called movement are either women who hate men and beta men who can't stand up. You don't see real men a part of the so-called vegan or animal movement, whatever they're doing. I would recommend,
insane.
as long as you follow those people, you're going to be beta.
Well, I mean, I'll run that risk. But Jesse, what if I point you to people in the vegan movement who totally fit your definition of a man? You know, they're in shape, they have their life together, they have a wife, they're happy. I mean, there's nothing about being vegan that means that you can't be a man.
But that doesn't fit my definition as a man.
Oh, okay. Well, what about that doesn't fit your definition?
A real man has been born again. Until he's born again, he's not a real man.
Oh, yeah. There's men who are Christian who are vegan also.
No, not real Christians. They probably just read the Bible and name and claim, but they're not Christians.
What?
Wait,
Those are beta Christians because if you notice, you have a lot of men who are part of the Christian movement, but when you really notice, they're not real Christian men. They have not become Christian. They just became like their mothers are in the church and the Bible. They don't lead the way to anything.
Well, Jesse, I'm not too versed in the Christian religion. You tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I'm under the impression that Christianity doesn't tell you can't be a vegan. It
Then
doesn't tell you have to, but it doesn't say you can't be a vegan.
well, when you
Tell you anywhere you have to eat meat.
when you become a real Christian man of God, you can see the right way to go, and you can see if you, in all things, you do moderation in all things. So if you eat meat, you're going to eat it in moderation. You're not going to stop eating meat just because the children of the lie
This
or the
makes
beta
no
Christians
sense.
are saying don't eat meat. That doesn't make sense. All things in moderation.
Do you think that the Bible says somewhere that you have to do all things in moderation? Because there's things that you probably shouldn't do at all according to the Bible, like murder, right? So it can't be that the Bible tells you to do all things in moderation.
Well, it does tell you all things in moderation. When you do it in moderation,
What about murder?
well, you should not murder, but you should protect
so it's
yourself.
not all things in moderation.
But you should protect. You go on extreme now from eating meat to murder. There's no comparison.
Oh, yeah. The only reason I mentioned murder is just so we can establish that the Bible doesn't say to do.
But
everything
there's
in
when you
moderation.
eat meat, you're not murdering.
Right, but just murdering humans would prove my point, right? You're not supposed to murder humans according to the Bible, so the Bible doesn't tell you to do all things in moderation.
But when it
tells you
says
not to
don't
do it
murder
all.
humans, talking to the children of Satan, that is one thing they should not be doing.
Right,
But
so the Bible
if you
doesn't say to
notice,
do
though,
everything in moderation.
if you notice the people who don't eat meat, they'll kill a baby inside the womb at the bat of an eye, and even up to the 9th month, they're willing to kill babies in the womb, but they don't want to kill an animal. What do you say about that?
Why the fuck does he think that, like, if you're vegan, you want to kill babies? There's plenty of vegans that are pro-life. That's just insane.
Oh, well, I would say that's not true of all vegans.
Yes, it
Vegans
is.
who are against abortion.
I haven't met one yet.
What about? Well, I mean, one example would be Corey McCarthy. How about Corey McCarthy?
I don't know.
Popular vegan YouTuber.
I don't know who Corey McCarthy is, but I do know that those
you-
people who
you
are
might know
into not killing animals are truly into killing babies in the womb.
He must be talking about me. This has to be me. He must know of me. Like, there's no way. There's no way, like, he'd bring this up. And then, Finn, where the fuck are you? Finn, what are you doing? Okay, sit on my lap. Come on.
Yeah. He's up to no good. This dog is up to no good. He's doing something. You trying to find a snack? Is that it? Trying to find a snack on the floor? No snack. I always tell you, no snack. Look at him. He's stinky right now. I don't know what he's been doing, but he's stinky. Oh my god.
All right.
Lie down. That's a good boy.
You might know his wife. I know you know some people on the alt-right, right? Do you know Tara McCarthy?
No, not that I'm aware.
Right, YouTuber?
What?
She's pretty well known. She's got like anyway, her husband Corey, he's a vegan and he's against abortion.
Well, I don't know him, so I can't comment.
Right, but I mean, I think it's fair for us
Yeah, I've got to debate Jesse Lee Peterson. That'd be fucking hilarious.
acknowledge that there's vegans who are against abortion out there.
I
Vegans
doubt
doesn't
that.
have to be pro-abortion.
I doubt that.
Okay, well, if I can prove to you that Corey McCarthy exists, will you acknowledge this point?
I mean, I'll take him if he says that he's not for abortion, but and likewise he's a vegan. He's not for killing animals. I just have to take him at his word. It wouldn't mean anything. He's just one person, but I do know that those people who are against killing animals will kill babies in the womb at any point.
Okay, I think we can maybe agree on something here, Jesse. So I'll agree with you that more vegans are left than right. So there's more vegans who support abortion than who don't support abortion. Absolutely. But there are still vegans who don't support abortion.
Okay, you may be right, but I just haven't met one that I'm aware.
Yeah.
And,
Okay, well, I
and you're
don't wanna
right.
get up
I mean,
here.
it's never not all for everything. You always gotta find
Yeah.
somebody that is not into
Sure.
whatever.
Okay, so if we go back to your other point, it's not that the Bible says to do everything in moderation. It tells you,
do
don't
all
murder.
things in moderation.
What about murder?
It said don't murder at all.
Yeah, so not all things in
That's
moderation.
not all things in moderation.
All the things that all the things that you can do in moderation.
come
So
on,
when you
Jesse.
when you eat
I
meat,
got you on this
can
one.
do?
You should admit
no, you compare murder to an animal. and killing
No, I'm
animals.
talking about animals right now. Right now, I'm just talking about the fact that the Bible doesn't tell you to do everything in moderation. There's some things the Bible says not to do.
Right, like don't murder.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I don't
Yeah.
understand your
Okay,
point,
so-
to be honest with you.
Well, I'm just dealing with the points that you brought up. So you
What does
brought up
that have
the
to
points
do
that
with
you can't-
killing animals and eating them?
Well, before you brought up the everything in moderation point, you said that animals are made for humans,
Right.
And you said that you can't be a Christian. And
Do you
be a vegan.
disagree
So I'm
with me
asking-
that animals are made for human beings?
Yeah, I don't know
What
what,
does
it
that
means
mean?
to be made for. It sounds like a religious thing.
You don't think? You're not a Christian?
I'm not a Christian, no.
Do you believe in God?
No, I don't.
Do you believe He exists?
No, I don't.
What?
Well, no wonder.
What does that mean?
I mean, if you don't believe in God, you would believe in anything that's wrong, man. You can't help yourself. Satan is your daddy. So you would believe in vegan stuff. So I now understand.
Satan's your daddy.
Well, but you just said it's possible to be. Isn't it possible
Oh
to
God,
be
I have to put that on a shirt. Satan's my daddy.
a Christian and a vegan?
I doubt that.
You acknowledge that it's possible to be a vegan and be
I doubt that.
against abortion. You can also be Christian and you can be vegan. Well, let me ask you. Let me ask you this one, Jesse. Before the everything in moderation point, you said to be a Christian.
But why would you
can't be
quote
vegan.
the Bible about when I said that God said do all things in moderation, and you brought up killing in the Bible? Why would you quote the Bible? You don't even believe in God. You don't even believe there is a God. Why would you use the Bible as a quotation?
Oh, the reason that I pointed to the Bible is
Oh, my God.
you pointed to the Bible to say everything in moderation, therefore eat meat in moderation. So I just pointed out the Bible doesn't tell you to do everything.
How do you know that?
Well, because I know that there's commandments to not do specific things in the Bible.
How do you know that there are commandments not to do specific things in the Bible?
Well, I mean, pretty much everyone in Western civilization has heard the Ten Commandments at some point.
Oh, you heard them.
Well, yeah, I mean, of
You
course.
never read
It's
them. You
like-
just heard them.
It's like fucking impossible to like actually communicate with Jesse. He's like fucking retarded. It's like trying to communicate with a fucking insect. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Well, I mean, I've like read them on paper, but I'm not like well versed in the Bible. But Jesse, let me ask you.
I
this,
gotta
unless you
run,
got a
man. You
question.
wait. I gotta run. Isaac.
okay.
I'm sitting there for James today, and so many other people on. But continue not to believe in God, and continue not to eat animals, and you'll suffer. Just suffer and die.
And Jesse, if I call you back sometime, the one thing that I'd like to know is where in the Bible it says you have to eat meat. Because I like you. I think you're a nice guy. Not trying to be mean, but I don't think it says that. I think that's wrong. I think
But you don't
eat
have a
meat
right to
and
quote the
vegan.
Bible. Satan shouldn't be quoting the Bible.
What would
What?
it mean for me to have a right? If you're talking about some religious
You don't even
right,
believe that
maybe
God exists.
I don't have a right to quote the Bible. I thought
No.
you believed in free speech.
No, you can't quote
No,
the
I have
Bible.
free
Stay away
speech.
from the Bible.
So you-
A lot of people already suffering from Satan's children quoting the Bible, teaching the Bible to them.
so free speech.
Isaac,
What?
yeah, you can quote the Bible. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
okay.
You can quote the Bible if you want. I'm
Yeah,
messing
I
with you.
know. It's okay.
Isaac-
All right, I'll call you back sometime, Jesse.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
Okay.
God. Like, what even was that? Oh shit. So he talked about Afghanistan